I'm going to show you how to add the viral reward prizes to your store. Now, this is going to be important because the more reward prizes you have, the more incentive you're going to give people to want to sign up on your site and join your list, and also to share the products and share your store socially. And so, the way we're going to do this is we're going to do it very similar to the way that we're going to do products, but we're going to come down to where it says prizes, and we're going to click on that button or on that menu link. And then if you have any prizes loaded already, they'll appear down here. Okay, so then what we're going to do is click on the plus to add a new one. Okay, and the first thing we're going to do is we're going to name the prize. So depending on what your prize is going to be, you could put in the name right from it. Now for the description, what I recommend is that if you're using like a private label rights type product, or if it's the prizes that we supplied you with, you want to actually take the content they're giving you. There's no reason to write new content. So what we're going to do is go in and find that product, and then we want to find the website, because the website is really going to be where the content is. Now, if we want to open it in our browser, then what we can do is see what it already looks like and then just decide. You could just copy and paste this text. So you could go like this, and then just take it down to say here and do Control C. And then what you can do is come back here and just do Control V, and you can paste it in and it will keep the formatting. So you can do that if you want. If you prefer, depending on your technical knowledge, you could go to the code version and you could get the code version of that page and paste the whole thing in. But remember that any images, you're going to need to upload those as well. So what I recommend is that you just kind of give them a teaser by doing it this way. You copy and paste the beginning of the sales page or whatever description you want to give it, and you put it in there. And then we have to add a meta tag title. So we'll just add that in there. You can do a description and keywords and stuff like that if you want. And then we're going to go to the data tab. Now for the data tab, we have to put in a model number, because it requires that. And we want to put in an image of it as well. So for this, we're going to go and we're going to upload, and we're going to go find the. So in this case, I'm just going into the folder that has the images, and we'll go ahead and pick one of the boxes and click upload. And then we need to just find it in the list. Okay, there it is. So now we're going to choose that. And then we got the model number. Down here you could say no, it doesn't require shipping. I mean, unless of course it does, but I would think most of them will be downloads. Then we're going to go to links, and for category, you want to definitely hit prizes. That way it'll be listed when people go to the prize page. And then you want to click on reward points. And here is where you want to enter the number of points it's going to take to buy that particular prize. So by default, your store gives people 100 points for signing up and 100 points for every share that they do. And so you can determine how many points you want them to accumulate before you're willing to give them the prize. And then you put that in there. Now, there's one other thing that we're going to need to do, assuming that this is a downloadable product. And that is, we're going to need to go to links, and we're going to need to go down to downloads and choose it. However, we haven't created the download yet. So let's just save this prize first. So we have it done. And then what we need to do is we need to actually add that download. Okay, so to add the download for the prizes, because assuming that you're adding prizes that provide a digital download, that's the easiest way to deliver prizes. Then your visitors can claim them on their own without you having to email them anything or send them links. So after you've added the prize itself, you just go into this little icon here and you go to where it says downloads. And we're going to click on that. And then we're going to click the plus. Okay, so the download name, and then we have a file name, and then the mask. So we can go ahead and click upload, find that particular download that we want to use. And so in this case, we're going to go in here, we're going to go to prizes, and then we're going to find the exact product that we want to do. And for the download, it's going to be the ebook, or it's going to be the software, or whatever it is itself. It's not going to be like the sales letter or anything like that. It's the actual product that you want to give people access to. So you can use PDF files or zip files, things like that. There are some restrictions on the file types you can use, but for the most part, most types of files that are content files will work. So you click that, you click open, and then it will go ahead and it will successfully upload the file. And you'll see what it does is it will create a file name with all this funky like characters at the end. That prevents anybody from being able to access it directly. See, if we look at the mask, the file name and the mask are different. And so people will see the file name when they go to download it as this, but the real file name is this. And that is so they can't hand out the download link to other people. And then in here, we want to name it something, and you can have spaces in here if you want, but we want to name it something that we're going to recognize, because we're going to need to go find this to add it to our prize. And you'll see what I mean in a minute. And so the only other recommendation or thing that I would tell you about files when you're uploading them is make sure there are no spaces in the file name itself when you first upload it. It causes problems sometimes with software when there are spaces. So if you have a file that's going to be the download that has spaces in it, just rename it and delete the spaces, okay? So then we just save this. And then we're going to go back to our prize. We're going to go back to prizes. So we just find the one that we added in the list, and then we're going to click the pencil. And then all the information that we've already put in is here. So the prize is all set to go. The only problem with it is unless we add the download, when someone claims this prize, they're going to go to their account and they're not going to see anything to access it. So now what we're going to do is we're going to click on links. And then what we're going to do is slide down to where it says downloads. And then you can start to type in the name. You can see as I click here, it automatically pulls it up because I only have that one download. But let's say you had 50 downloads. You would want to start typing in the name, and then it will pull it up. You just click it. And now if you want to add related prizes, you can do that too if you've created other prizes. But this will add the download now to the members area. So that is all we need to do to add that prize. And now what happens is when a visitor comes in, creates an account, socially shares our store, and generates enough points to buy this, they can go and buy this. And when they go to check out, it will offer them the option to buy it for free with reward points. When they do that and they buy it, they will be able to go to their account page and download that product instantly. So it's totally hands-free for you. It's set and free at simple once you got it set up. And that's how you handle the viral reward prizes.